There it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new week. It's time. It's going to be a little bit of an odd week, beginning of a week anyways. Mikey, a new family member, I believe, is going to be added.
Yeah, we'll be adding a new granddaughter either late tonight or early tomorrow. So you will not see me at all tomorrow. I will not be with peace and love, peace and love.
Just me.
It's going to be all Creed all day.
That's right.
So
a whole new
drink
logo
it in.
and everything. Taking it. It's like Mikey didn't even exist. Watch.
Everything. Get ready. You don't want to miss it.
So anyway, so court, as far as we got a case goes today, obviously, because we're here. But we're going to be off tomorrow, just so you know, and the next day. However, still have we got a chase both days.
And I'll still be uploading videos throughout the time I'm gone. I don't want to say I'll be back at this time, or that time. Just know I'll be back.
Yeah. So don't worry. We'll probably be back to normal on Thursday, I guess.
Wednesday. No, probably not Wednesday, but Thursday for sure.
Yeah. So there we go. What do we got today, by the way?
Creed, I read the comments. I know what you're saying. They say, hey, why are you putting this old shit up?
Because the old shit's great. What do you mean?
Well, Bud, for two reasons. One, because we can do anything we want here. This is kind of like our channel. Yeah. And two, well, not everybody sits in front of the YouTubes all day long and watches every single thing.
That's a good point.
Sometimes, they need a channel that does a service like that to say, hey, you may have missed this. Check it out. So that's why I answered the critics this morning already.
Critics. Oh, Jesus Christ. And listen, when I sit there and watch Judge Judy, I know that it's not live, you moron.
Yeah. Should we go back and delete every old video off of YouTube? Is
that
what we're saying?
Because I've seen, it's like everybody.
I've seen that. Why is it still here?
Yeah, I never understand that. Many of you.
I will never, ever understand that.
Who come in and say, I saw this.
Yeah. Why would you show this? Why would you show this? This is old.
Anyway.
I'm trying to get up with TBS and get them to take down A Christmas Story.
That's right.
I'm like, I saw this an hour ago. Can you please stop showing this?
Stop, my God.
But yeah, this is as fresh as it gets. This past weekend, Saturday, some from Saturday, some from Sunday, of weekend court right there in the beautiful area around Detroit. I know they had a hard loss yesterday. The Lions did, but you know what?
Oh,
it's all right.
People very unhappy with this year's Super Bowl lineup, I guess.
It is what it is. I probably will watch it just to root against the Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs.
Why? Because I thought you were a Swiftie.
No, Creed, I'm a Swifter. Remember, I'm part of the culture that loves the pushing broom.
Oh,
the Swifter.
That's right, the Swifter. I get those two confused.
That happens.
All right, let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on.
You got all these little jails they have to rein people in.
Are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, call in case number 822-4701-99601. U.S. to the Michigan versus Deshaun Smith. Appearances, please.
That'd be Papa, by the way.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Smith, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
All right, the court entered not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Smith. Argument, Ms. Kirkland, that's the bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking for a personal bond in this case. Mr. Smith is a lifelong resident of the Metro Detroit area. He is working at Metalage Floor Care. He's also enrolled in school getting a GED. He has work later today and then school tomorrow. So we are asking for a personal bond. I did want this court to know.
Okay, I like. Listen, it's always good when you hear that they're doing some sort of
they're bettering themselves. Yeah,
right.
For real.
good to hear. But I like the way that she kind of threw in there very quickly that listen, kind of busy, got work and
We're
school.
we're on a time crunch here, Judge. We ain't got time to diddle daddle fiddle faddle. No siree, Bob. Miss Kirkland is on it. I like Miss Kirkland. We'll see her in both days of videos that we're going to watch today. But yeah, she is on it.
Listen, it was 2 days.
It's fine.
Quick vacation.
Mr. Smith, it was a passenger in this vehicle. This vehicle did not belong to him. It was a friend's vehicle.
Ooh.
There were 2 other people in that vehicle. He does say that firearm did not belong to him, nor did he know that the firearm was in there. So we are asking for a person.
He was in a car with a pew-pew. We know that's bad. Jonathan, thank you for the first $5 of the week.
But remember, though, there was total of 3 people in the car. He wasn't driving. This was his friend's car. And, well, sometimes the car's got to be stolen, Creed.
Hey, listen, though. He might actually have a chance here.
Yeah, he might have it actually together for once.
Because, especially because it's the driver. It's driver's responsibility the most. Passengers. So we'll see.
He's not a risk of flight, nor is he a danger to the community. This is non-assaultive.
Officer Ramsey, any thoughts as to bond?
Your Honor, based on him having valid warrants for his arrest, I would ask for at least a GPS tether in conjunction with some cash bond.
Okay, Ms. Kirkland, I got a question for you. Where is he in school, and what does he work at?
He works at Meta Lodge, and he does floor care. Mr. Smith,
floor care?
Mr. Smith, can you elaborate on what you do, and can you also let the judge know where you're at school?
Floor care is like I clean up like the hallways, break room, like all the make sure the floor is clean up the break room, the dining room after they're eating dinner, stuff like that.
Okay.
Take out the trash.
So that's
floor care.
Floor care now. Okay.
Yes.
And where do you go to school?
It's this place called Flip the Script.
Flip the script.
Oh, I'm very familiar with Flip the Script.
Oh.
Okay.
Judge
And
knows
you
about
working on
it.
your GED there?
Yes.
I'm guessing flip the script is for maybe people that are in a little bit of trouble. And
Yeah, like maybe you've had a little trouble in your life. You want to try and turn it around and get your GED. Judge seems like he's pretty excited about it. And a very interesting name for the place, Flip the Script. Yeah.
He's the Swifter, yes. Yeah, I thought that was janitorial work, but where the hell have I been? It's 2024.
Floor care, Creed. I'm in the floor care industry.
Yeah, well, broom sweeping.
And what are your hours at Flip the Script?
I go between 9 a.m. to 2.
Okay, I want you to continue that program. I'm very familiar with the program. I have nothing but the greatest regard for how the output there. I'm going to give you a $5,000 personal bond, no GPS tether.
There you go.
Just show up to the court date, sir.
Again, listen, it's good to show up and you're in a program that the judge knows about. And you got to listen, we're making jokes about floor care, but good for him. Got a job.
Got a job, steady work.
Exactly. And that
it's not long care. It's not, odd job in it. He's got a solid job. He's got some stuff going on. He's trying to better himself. And the judge sees that and even denies the GPS tether that they had asked for. And
so good for him. And let's be honest, most of the people that stand up there are either starting a job soon.
Got an interview coming up.
So anyway.
Peppermill burned down.
Yeah.
And while the case is pending, you're not to possess any weapons. Probable cause conference will be February 6th, preliminary examination February 13th at 33rd District Court. You have any questions as to your bond and or bond conditions and court date, sir?
You said February 13th?
That's the second day. The first day, what's the first day that I gave you?
First test of the day.
It keep breaking up. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so February 6th and February 13th.
All right.
Both at 9 a.m.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Anything else, sir? If there's nothing else, have a good day.
All right. You too.
Take care of your honor.
Thank you.
You got high hopes for that guy.
All right. Flat Rock. This is Noel Citron Jr.
Flat Rock.
Yes,
Wow,
it is, Your Honor.
This cop gets to wear a hoodie.
Okay, calling case number 822-470-2001. People State of Michigan versus Noel Cintron. Appearances, please.
Central.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Cintron, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Court entered not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument as the bond.
Your Honor, we're going to ask for a personal bond in this case. So Mr. Cintron is a lifelong resident of the Detroit area, has 2 children. He has no assaultive criminal record. I believe he only has 1 misdemeanor in his record, but nothing assaultive. And I don't believe any felonies. He is working at, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but it's Sherry's Home Improvement. I didn't want the court to know that my understanding, these two have 2 children in common. They do not reside together. There's not going to be an issue with no contact. Mr. Cintron is living with his mom and family. Also, after conversation with him, he says that there have been no prior domestic violence phone calls between the 2 of them. So this is not an ongoing domestic violence situation.
Domestic violence phone calls.
Report that things did not happen the way that they are in the report, and did not strangle the complainant in this case. But there is no record of domestic violence between the 2. So I'd ask that this court.
Jonathan all by himself on the what is it? The Weekend Problems Express. No problems for us, by the way. But Mikey, you'll appreciate this. Our first meal when we got to the mountains. When we got to Gatlinburg, we drove over to Pigeon Forge and went to this giant diner that was good a couple of years ago. And it was a $40 bill for the tiniest little breakfast I've ever had. And somebody just mentioned that they wanted French toast. Well, you could have had hers. $11. 3 slices of Texas toast. $11. Mine was $10.99. And it was the tiniest amount of scrambled eggs, 2 eggs. 2 pieces of bacon, 2 sausages, and hash browns. And with
how much was the tab?
Drinks and tips, everything was $40 for breakfast.
A little pricey.
It was a terrible start to our little vacation.
Give him a personal bond and a directive that he stay away from the complainant. He's not a
Chris, thank you.
He's not a danger to the community.
Why not?
Danger. I think he
Indeed.
can be resolved by a directive that he stay away from her.
Officer, any recommendation as the bond?
Your Honor, at minimum, we ask for no contact with the victim, obviously Ariel Atkins in the case. The remainder we leave up to discretion of the court. Thank you.
Okay. $10,000 personal bond. No contact with victim or complaining witness.
Trust me, it made me mad.
Slightly pricey.
Not to go to the location at 28,000 block of Walnut Creek.
Been there for a few concerts, no?
I would concur with Ms. Kirkland that this seems to be an isolated incident.
Wasn't that Walnut Creek in Raleigh?
Yep.
This occurred at the complaining witness's home. Apparently, she invited him there to visit the kids, and things went awry.
Uh-oh.
There doesn't appear to be any history of any domestic violence between the 2 parties. So the no contact provision should suffice. I don't see a need for a GPS tether at this time. $10,000 personal bond, no contact with the complaining witness, no contact with the Walnut Street address where this alleged incident occurred. Walnut Creek Drive. The location where this incident allegedly occurred. Probable cause February 6th.
I tried to fill up a water bottle one time, and I did that. I filled it back up, put it back in, figured they wouldn't find it, so I put it in the back. Sure as shit, they got it. It's like an $8. I think it was purified water, probably salted water even.
Clearing examination February 13th. Both in front of 33rd District Court. You have any questions, sir, regarding your bond and or court dates?
No, thank you.
All right, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I would have been better off at Waffle House, Steve.
What's the defendant's name?
Say your name.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Victoria?
Alisea. Okay.
Yes.
Calling case number
Family name, maybe?
247-019-5401. People, the state of Michigan versus Victoria Alisea. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Alisea, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
All right, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Victoria Alisea. I have an
That's the first gangbanger looking dude I've seen that's named Victoria.
Yeah, he's got a very soft name. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I go by Victor.
But this is a female.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oh.
I can say female.
All right, I guess that makes more sense then.
He said, "This says it's a female. What's going on here?"
The name checks out.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that number. Thank you for the 5 bones. You are on the weekend Problems Express.
Why didn't the attorney mention that ahead of time?
I thought that would be
to the judge
somewhat important,
especially when you see your client's name is Victoria.
Paul. I mean,
dude looks like it looks like like somebody said a gangbanger.
Yeah.
Victoria Alisea let me know that they identified as he went by he, she, he, him pronoun.
Okay. All right. So Victoria Alisea identifies as a female. Is that correct? No? The other way around.
I see. This is where it just gets a little bit complicated, and
the other way around. We should have established this earlier with the judge,
right? Probably should have just started there. I guess
that should have been the first thing.
Yeah.
Yes, he uses he, him pronoun.
He, him pronoun. Okay. My apologies. I stand corrected. All right. The court renders not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Argument as the bond.
Your Honor, we're asking for a personal bond in this case. Mr. Alisea it does have strong ties to the community, has lived in the Detroit area all his life, has no assaultive criminal record. The only thing on his record is an OWI from 2020, in which he successfully completed probation. He's not currently on probation, or parole, does not have any pending cases, is working, has been employed at Valiant Security as a fire sprinkler technician, but was recently offered a salaried position, an assistant manager position at CSX that he's supposed to start tomorrow, and is hoping to
start tomorrow
in time to start that position,
first
salaried position. Regarding the report, there were no injuries reported. I don't believe that Mr. Alisea is a danger to the community and is not a risk of flight. Any risk of danger to the complainant that this court may believe he is to the complainant, I believe can be cured by a directive that he stay away from the complainant. The home that this happened at is a home that Mr. Alisea is currently in the process of buying to own. And that the complainant
was he getting a house tour when it happened?
This place to stay while his case is pending.
Your Honor, well, that's the point I'm getting to. It is confirmed that the complainant has moved out. The complainant took her belongings, took her dog, and returned her copy of her key to Mr. Alisea.
To her dog.
It's no longer at that residence. So we are asking that Mr. Alisea be allowed to return to that residence.
Okay, officer, recommendation as to bond.
Defense counsel gave you all the information. I'll leave it at the discretion of the court. Everything that defense said was accurate, Your Honor.
We're talking about a house there, right?
Yeah.
Buying going to the house.
Yeah. Look, I will say this: Victoria does got a job. Just they got a position. They're taking a new position at the job Monday. So today,
yeah,
got to get out.
Well, hey, at least got a job as a fire. Was it fire
safety technician or something like
technician? That? Well, good for Victoria.
Okay. All right.
Might want to change your name.
There doesn't appear to be a history of domestic violence in this matter. The court will give him a $10,000 personal bond. No contact.
Do you have any V-neck shirts like that?
No contact with the complaining witness,
I
Tina Carter.
I don't either. Just checking.
No, thank you. Just find that big money symbol there.
This is an isolated incident. I failed to see the need for a GPS tether at this time. Probable cause, February 9th, preliminary examination February 16th. No contact, sir. No contact means just that. No phone calls, text messages, emails, handwritten letters or notes through third party through social media. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding your bond conditions and or court dates?
Yeah. By the way, we have zero problems with everything going on there. I was taken back by the fact that I thought it was a dude named Victoria, kind of a gangbanger, and it just threw me off a little bit. That's
and we've watched people go in to get their names changed and stuff. Some states are, I'm sure it's state by state, really depends, but for sure, judge was very confused in this one.
Which I understand, because you kind of should throw that out there.
Yeah, we kind of let it go too far before we explain what was going on.
Right. I was going to say, now, name change as far as my wife going and getting her last name changed was very easy here in South Carolina, I know, but that's probably different than doing
changing your entire name, probably.
Yeah. By the way, she was on the phone with her new employer where she starts, I believe, this week, and 3 times she spelled our last name wrong.
The employer or your wife?
My wife.
Oh,
she left out an O. 3 times. Third time was after I had said, you're spelling it wrong. I mean, we're in the car on the way home from vacation. And then he spells it back to her, and she goes, "Yep, that's it." That made me really question things, Mikey. It made me question things.
Kids today. I mean, come on.
What do I do from this point now? Am I able to work?
Yeah.
You're able to go to work. You should get let loose shortly. You're able to resume your normal life. Just stay out of trouble and no contact with the complaining witness.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
That's the
right,
wow.
anything else?
Victoria got really short as she got closer to that dude.
Weston, do you want to do both individually, or do you want to do? Well, who do we have first?
That's Mr. Baldwin.
Okay, Mr. Baldwin. Okay, Mr. Baldwin, can you please say your full name?
Samantha
Aaron
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Is it Aaron Willie Baldwin, sir?
Yes, Aaron Willie Baldwin.
Thank you, Mr. Baldwin. I'm Magistrate Chuck Dasser. You're here on a criminal matter, and you are defendant 2 in this case, which is 822-470-1977. Hold on. Ms. Marcia, is that a 2?
That's what she said, Kira.
7202. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Baldwin, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and do the formal reading.
Thank you. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are February 8th, 2024, probable cause conference followed by preliminary examination. February 15th, 2024. Both matters are at the Westland District Courthouse, 9 o'clock. You understand that, Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Baldwin, while this case is pending, you're not to go to the location, which is the Skygate Apartments, 6515 Yale in the city of Westland. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
With that being said, Officer or Sergeant McCrae.
Hello, you. Sergeant?
Sergeant or Detective McCrae?
Is he not on Zoom, Your Honor?
No.
Don't see him.
Give me 1 second. Let me give him a call.
Can you see the judge? She's apparently doing court from home in the nude.
I feel right at home with this whole thing that's happening. Everybody, the cop was in a hoodie, she's in a hoodie, he's in a hoodie.
It's casual weekend, Ed.
I like that.
Nobody's got to dress up for the weekends.
Rosemary, just 20 minutes.
You're fine. You're fine.
Your Honor, he's right here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So it's him and another guy. So I guess we got 2 dudes arrested together.
Hello.
Hello, you.
Hello. Sergeant McCrae?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this magistrate at Chapter in reference to Mr. Baldwin, does Mr. Baldwin have any pending cases?
Yes, ma'am, he does actually. He is currently out on bond with the it says with 36th district. I'm assuming, I guess he was arraigned on
What's the
a
charge?
CCW. That was about 2 weeks ago.
What's the bond?
I don't have the bond conditions here.
A Monday wedding,
what's
Hector,
the
and I
bond
thought I was
amount?
cheap on a Wednesday or
That's,
whatever.
I don't
day it was.
have an amount or any conditions on the bond. It just says, all I know is he's out on bond.
Okay, so out on bond on a CCW.
If we've learned anything from today, Loud.
Sorry. I will wait till we've heard all the facts.
Third Circuit,
That's right.
Frank Murphy.
Eventually it would be yes.
Was he already arraigned on the CCW? Are you aware of that or not?
I'm not aware. I'm sorry.
Okay. Does he have any other cases? Any habeas history?
I don't have any open warrants, and I have no criminal history.
Okay. So the only case we have is a CCW. All right. All right. Council Kirkland, go ahead, Esteban, please.
I believe
Thank
that.
you, Your Honor. We're requesting a personal bond in this case. Mr. Baldwin is 19 years old with no criminal history at all. And I know that there is a pending CCW, and that is non-assaultive. This crime is also non-assaultive. He is a lifelong resident of the Detroit area, lives with his father. He has strong ties to the community. He does fall within the guidelines, so there's no amount of money that he can pay at this point. So we are asking, he was working at Popeyes, recently lost his job because of that CCW. He is looking for new employment, so we are asking for a personal bond in this case.
Okay. Sergeant McCray, any other input that I need to know?
No, ma'am. I mean, I agree with everything defense counsel said. I just think that under the circumstances, since he is out on the other felony charge, if he was to be released on bond, I would ask for a GPS tether.
Okay. Did
Nothing
he run away from the police?
No, ma'am. And actually, Mr. Baldwin has been the more cooperative of the two co-defendants. He was very accountable in speaking with the detective about his role in the alleged incident.
All right. Given that information, but she's not in favor that he has a pending case. But Mr. Baldwin, I'm going to give you one chance only. I'm not going to put a GPS tether on you. I'm giving you a $50,000 personal bond. But understand, sir,
No tethers.
you violate the bond conditions by going over to the location. If you don't go to court, next time you're probably going to be looking at a monetary bond as well as a GPS tether. You understand all that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's a big deal getting.
Anything else, Council Kirk?
Yeah.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
I think the cop saying he's been very cooperative.
I think that helped a lot.
Your Honor, are you ready for the next inmate?
Yes, we are.
$50,000 PR bond with a pending CCW charge.
Council Kirkland, I'm just going to have you stand by.
Okay, and I did let him know that I'd be available if he had questions as well.
Okay.
They have good sauces there at Popeyes. I'll give them that. Or Pie Pies, as Bishop would call it.
What is the is it like a Cajun black ranch or something like that?
Yes.
Very good.
We still pop in there every once in a while. There's a lot going on in that raccoon house. It's an abandoned house, by the way.
Yes. River Road.
I didn't see the saloon.
Have you talked to the sergeant? Are they going to submit an appointment sheet?
So this is the other guy, the non-snitching one.
Right.
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's why.
Westland District Court, what's your name, sir?
For the record, my name is the Living Man. Capital A, lowercase r,
What?
lowercase m, lowercase a, lowercase n, lowercase I, capital R, lowercase o, lowercase b, lowercase I.
Are we supposed to be writing this down?
I think so.
Lowercase o, lowercase n.
I think he spelled America.
Armani Robinson, sir?
The Living Man.
What kind of name is that? Oh, so we're talking about a sovereign citizen here. So,
He's the living man.
okay.
I'm styling. I'm profiling. From here on, I want you to know I'll be called the living man. Walk that out. To be the living man, you must beat the living man.
A Mystic Lady, I wanted to go to Jollibee. I've never been to one, by the way.
Oh, they got one way closer to my house.
Dude, there is one in North Carolina also, right?
Yeah.
They just opened one not long ago in Orlando.
Man of Armani
And I'm here,
Robinson.
and for the record, I'm here with clean hands and good faith.
Okay. Mr. Robinson,
Clean hands and good
you have
faith.
an opportunity to speak to an attorney. Ms. Kirkland. You can avail yourself of that opportunity right now. You wish to do so, sir.
I'm the living man, Your Honor.
That's fine. You're the living man of Armani Robinson. My question is do you want to talk to Ms. Kirkland, who's an attorney? Sir, do you want to talk
No,
to?
Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So you wish to go forward without an attorney for this arraignment, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Nobody's going to force you to talk to an attorney. Nobody's going to force you to have an attorney represent you. All right. Sir, I'm Magistrate Chaftea. Your case number is 822470197201. You are defendant one in this case. Okay. I'm going to read you the charge. The living man of Armani Dejon Robinson. You are charged with count 1, larceny from a motor vehicle. The maximum penalty is up to 5 years prison and or $10,000 fine. Allegedly occurred on January 26, 2024 in the area of 6515 Yale, City of Westland, which is, I believe, it's listed as Skygate Apartments, City of Westland. Do you understand the charge and penalty, sir?
No, I don't understand. I don't agree, and I don't consent.
Okay.
You don't have to consent, sir.
And my hands are clean.
I don't understand, Your Honor.
What don't you understand, sir?
I don't understand any of it.
What don't you understand?
I don't
understand the living man of Armani Robinson, but I accept that you say that you are the living man of Armani Robinson. What don't you understand?
I don't understand the word charges. It's different definitions of the word charges. I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't consent, and I don't agree.
You don't need to consent. I'm not saying I need your consent. I'm just asking you, so far you've heard, all right, charge is that you committed an illegal criminal act. That is larceny from a motor vehicle. Allegedly that you did commit the offense of larceny, which is stealing or unlawfully removing or taking tires that was in or on a motor vehicle belonging to another individual. In this case, Courtney Epps. It's contrary to the MCO code, Michigan Compiled Laws 750.356A subsection 1. Maximum penalty is up to 5 years prison and or $10,000 fine.
Your Honor, can you help me understand? I still don't understand that.
Doesn't understand.
Okay, you understand stealing?
No, I don't steal. I don't know.
I didn't ask you that you steal. I said, do you understand stealing? Taking somebody else's property?
I don't.
That is what she said, right? Taking tires off of a car.
Yeah. Taking tires off of a car.
Do you understand stealing?
I was borrowing those tires.
I don't understand that.
Okay.
I was liberating
my
them.
understanding is when you say you do not partake, that gives me an understanding that you understand the concept of stealing. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty for you, sir.
I don't understand. I object, Your Honor. I object.
You can object. Everything is noted for the record, Mr. Robinson. Everything is being recorded.
Your Honor, I have a question.
Mr. Robinson, stop.
Your Honor,
I will have the officer mute you and I will continue forward. So you stop, let me make my record, then you can make your record. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Court dates are February 8th, 2024, probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, February 15th, 2024, both matters 9 o'clock at the Westland District Courthouse. I haven't stopped yet. While this case is pending, you are not to go to 6515 Yale, City of Westland, which is a Skygate Apartments in the City of Westland. Now I'm finished. That is a bond condition. Now, Mr. Robinson, what is it that you want to place on the record?
I wanted to ask, Your Honor, are you an Article 1 judge or an Article 3 judge? I'm trying to challenge jurisdiction over me, Your Honor.
You can challenge the jurisdiction and you can talk to an attorney, or you can do that in front of the judge in the Westland District Courthouse. I am the magistrate here of 36th District Court, Detroit. I am contracted to do arraignments on weekends, holidays, okay, for all of Wayne County. And today, it is my job to do an arraignment for this weekend, and that includes Taylor, which is, that includes Westland, which is within Wayne County, state of Michigan.
Understood, Your Honor. I also want to tell you that the fictitious name on record, Armani Dejan Robinson, isn't me at all. I got a document notarized from the Homeland Security that my name is not that name, for the record.
Okay, then what is your name, sir, for the record?
The Living Man.
The Living Man of what?
Capital A, lowercase r, lowercase a.
Is it capital? Go ahead, sir. Wait, continue.
Lowercase n, lowercase I, capital R, lowercase o, lowercase b, lowercase I, lowercase n, lowercase s, lowercase o, lowercase n.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Nate.
Robinson. Hey, Nate.
Sergeant or Detective McCrae,
Are y'all catching this bullshit?
is there
I'm
any
here.
information I need to know on this gentleman, the Living Man?
Yes, Your Honor. In September of last year, and I don't know, I can't speak to the circumstances of this case, but the defendant does have a case that was bound over to the Third Circuit Court. The charges in that case were involuntary manslaughter, use in the second degree, and tampering with evidence.
You understand manslaughter,
no
sir?
holds or warrants, and no other reportable criminal history.
Kierno, thank you. Good Lord.
I don't see any information about bond, just that the case was bound over. So presumably there was an exam held in September at 36th District, and it was bound over to Third Circuit.
Whoa.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Mr.
Judge
Yolanda,
about to dig a little.
Sure didn't, Nate. I was sound
can you
asleep
look
coughing.
up, the Living Man, possibly under the name of Armani Robinson.
What you got over there on the Living
Voluntary
Man?
manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
You want to do it, Miss Marcia? Yeah.
No wonder he wants to go by the Living Man. He's done effed up that name
Stand by, folks.
everywhere.
We're gonna look it up at 36th District. See what we can find out.
Oof.
Mr. Robinson, or excuse me, the Living Man. I apologize.
Not the dead
Living
man.
Was there a middle name of capital D, lowercase e, lowercase j, lowercase a, lowercase u, lowercase n?
Great
Your Honor,
mustard.
If you look into my court records, all my documentation that I'm not a U.S. citizen is in there, notarized, sealed, and stamped.
From a website I bought it for
Okay.
$300.
You didn't answer my question.
What was the question, Your Honor?
The question is the Living Man of capital case A, lowercase r, lowercase m, lowercase a, lowercase n,
Nice.
lowercase I, was there before capital R.
She's
Was
effing
there
with
a
him now.
Capital D, lowercase e, lowercase j, lowercase a, lowercase u, lowercase n.
Love her.
I don't know, Your Honor, to that question. I
Okay.
can't answer that.
All right, thank you though.
Oh, she's good.
I love that.
She's good. By the way, do these guys? So, do they think? Because listen, we're making, especially talking about it in chat. Obviously, he's smeared his own name, right?
Mhm.
His God-given name.
She destroyed it.
Destroyed it.
Ruins.
So, did they think? They meaning the sovereign citizens of the world. Do they think that if?
See, I'm having a hard time figuring out if he's sovereign citizen or Moorish. when there's mores. So he could be either or. But he thinks he's got these documents that are real, for one thing.
Yeah.
In his mind, they're completely real documents that he's bought offline to go by the living man.
But I'm wondering if it's like a sales tactic to say, like, listen, you go by this now.
Oh, yeah.
That other name that was connected to all that, it's done with.
It's gone.
It's a fresh new start. You're a living man now.
I think in a lot of cases, there's two people, the ones that are really, really deep believing in it, and then the ones that are looking for a clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate, easy out, that kind of thing. She is very, very good.
Not her first rodeo, yeah.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Now we're at a point where she's having a little bit of fun with it. But in the beginning, she shut him down. She got the information needed, which some judges have an issue with from time to time with these people.
So was there anything else you wanted to add for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. American National, which is the new one I learned. Yeah.
Mikey's been watching YouTube videos.
Sergeant McCrae, on this gentleman, do you have a date of birth or of anything on this gentleman?
I don't have that with me at the moment, Your Honor, but we do have police service aid tracking down his criminal history and his lien work also in attempts to get you a little bit more information about that charge going to Third Circuit. He's coming now. Give me 10 seconds, Your Honor.
No problem.
Living man ain't going nowhere. By the way, there's a
date of birth for the defendant.
Go ahead.
We got a premiere happening today at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and I've cut out the middleman. All you gotta do is look down in the description. Is the link down there for the premiere at 3 o'clock? All you gotta do is go ahead and hit that here in a minute.
Oh, cool.
Hit the notify you. You won't miss a thing. I know a few people miss things here and there, and that's okay. It happens. But you don't have to miss anything anymore. Link right down there in the description. Go ahead, Craig.
Are you ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
March 5th of 97. 3/5.
2 days before my birthday.
Okay.
We're the same age.
I object to that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You placed it. Your objection is on the record.
He's awfully quiet for. These people are used to
He's played all of his cards.
Yelling. Is that it? Is
Your
he?
Honor, the defendant
defeated?
is clear lien. He has no holds. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
would
see
you get a
what we have.
cookout?
I have a register of action.
Sweet tea.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Case number is 230-585-7501. Homicide, manslaughter, involuntary. Count 2, child abuse, second degree.
Oof.
Count 3, tampering with evidence. Criminal case punishable by more than 10 years. Let's see what we have.
She's found it all.
Initially was bond in front of Magistrate Burton on the arraignment, August 23rd, 2023. Bond was $250,000 cash surety. And let's see. Bond redetermination, August 25th, 2023. That went in front of Judge Larry Williams. Bond was set and reduced down to
He doesn't like this, does he?
10%. No contact with the victim, directly or indirectly. GPS tether required. House arrest. Allowed to travel for court medical only. Let's see what else.
Oh, she found it all.
Head down in embarrassment.
On September 6, 2023, probable cause conference was held in front of Judge King. Bond was continued. Tether was still imposed, allowed to travel, court and medical only, no contact with the victim, directly or indirectly.
He's just getting his ride. He had to put together a car.
Preliminary examination was held on September 19, 2023, September 20th,
You ain't kidding, TK.
2023.
I love it.
Bond was continued. Motion to remove tether and have no unsupervised contact with children, though it's granted.
What? They let him off his tether? Wow.
All right. Anything else? Sir, do you want to add for the record?
As soon as they did, he's out committing crimes.
For the record, my constitutional rights was stripped from me. Let me repeat that again. Stripped from me because I obtained the Homeland and Security documentation to the officers that pulled me over. I had no knowledge of none of the things that occurred on this alleged situation.
Snap.
They put my paperwork back in the vehicle and took the identification of an ID that I supposed to turn back into the not the Social Security Administrator, the Secretary of State.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. I've heard the representations. Sergeant McCray or Detective McCray, anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. Seeing that he has a pending case, and one of the pending cases bond condition is that he is not to have or commit any other crimes. And looking at the investigative report, there is the co-defendant that is implicating this gentleman. Okay.
The rat. Right.
The charge is not assaultive. Do you know whether or not this gentleman was combative with the police on the initial contact?
No, ma'am, he was not.
Okay. Bond in this case is going to be $50,000 personal bond. However, along with the no contact of the Skygate location, he's going to have a GPS tether. House arrest.
Arrest.
Your Honor,
50K.
for the record, I don't stay at that home that's on record, and I'm homeless.
Okay. Well, sir, then
And my vehicle got took. So can I some way, somehow work to get my vehicle back?
Well, that's going to be between you and the judge, sir.
How does that work if you're on house arrest and you are homeless, as he says?
Maybe he's gonna get his car back, and that'll be his home, and then he just drive anywhere he needs to be. I mean, I don't get it.
As
I
a
like that he's
judge,
like, can I work this off?
Wouldn't we send him to jail, right? I mean, if you don't, if
then,
you don't have an address for them to go to, yeah, doesn't that
even more reason to keep him there? I don't get it. His car was taken. Yes, you heard him right.
Go in front about getting your vehicle back. And that's also about the GPS tether house arrest, sir. That's also going to be between you and the judge, whether the GPS tether house arrest will be removed. But right now, you're going to have that and the GPS tether and the personal bond.
Okay, can you, Your Honor, put it at this different address?
Whatever address it is, sir, that you're going to have to provide to the tether team at Wayne County.
Tether team.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you, Jim.
Well, that did not work
That
out
guy's
properly.
He's a real Jim, isn't he?
Didn't work out for him at all.
All right.
That was a loud smoke detector.
The gentleman with the.
Does jail need to change the battery?
What's your name, sir?
Me?
Sullivan Tim the third.
Oh.
Sullivan Horton the third, sir. I'm magistrate at Trump Jail. Sir, you here to cook a matter case number 822 847-01-96001. Sir, you have an attorney. Go ahead, Counsel Kirkland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Horton, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand before the formal reading.
Thank you. I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty. Court date is. Hold on for a moment. This is wrong.
I remember going to places and you'd have to stick your arm through a little window to look at stuff and then put it back on the shelf.
Yolanda, do you know any other court dates for Dearborn Heights?
It's the old age, Greg.
It's a misdemeanor. She gave me dates for felony. Okay. All right, court date for
God.
the misdemeanor is February 7, 2024, 9 o'clock at the Dearborn Heights District Courthouse. You understand that, Mr. Horton?
Yes.
So there's some bond conditions while this case is pending. One is you're not to have contact with the complainant, who is Rosalie Horton. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. You're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. Also, sir, it appears that you and the complainant reside at the same location. You're not to go back to that location, 8424 Berwyn, City of Dearborn Heights. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Detective Brian Snur?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you pronounce your last name, sir?
It is Sneer.
Sneer.
Thank you, Detective. Can you tell me on Mr. Horton, does he have any capious history, criminal history, assaultive history?
No, he does not.
So he has nothing?
That is correct.
Okay. And has he been, have you made contact with Clayton?
My God, there's a jailbreak.
Did somebody just turn over a whole cart of silverware? What was that?
Clayton.
God.
I have not. I was not able to reach her.
Okay. I just want to know whether or not she was in fear of her life.
Based on the report, Your Honor, it did state that the complainant did not wish to prosecute the charge.
All right, so, but that is not up to the complainant in this matter. It's up to the complainant. But given that, taking in that into consideration in this particular matter, I believe this person is going to be out for bond. Is that correct?
My God.
Yes, Your Honor.
And before anybody asks, we are not making those sounds. Those are real sounds.
No, yeah, not us. By the way, you guys are wondering about the circle thing. Just the one room over is where they caught on to that new trend of axe throwing. So that's what you might be hearing at the jail. They had to subsidize. Now they're letting all the murderers out.
All right.
Bond, Mr. Horton, if you violate any of the bond conditions, you're going to be releasing that monetary bond next time. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Takes a cut that other one off. It's noisy as hell there.
My God.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Y'all staying in jail. Can't hear you.
Counsel, does he need a police escort?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Horton, a one-time opportunity with police that you can go to the location to get some of your belongings.
Thank you, Your Honor. We will
Thank
arrange
you.
that for him, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. That
That's loud.
concludes Dearborn Heights.
By Dearborn
Have a good day,
Heights.
folks.
You guys are way too loud
Thank you,
there.
Your Honor.
All right, take us back over to whatchamacallit. Who's he that's it? Was it not Flat Rock?
Yeah, River Rouge.
River Rouge.
River Rouge. Sit in jail. That's where the smoke alarm's going off.
River Rouge.
Yes, ma'am.
Sergeant,
Yes, Your Honor.
just want to make sure you're there. Sir, this is Magistrate Chuck Theft. Case number is 8224 701-889-01. Please say your full name.
Xavier Anthony Curtis.
Your full name, sir. That includes the middle name.
Xavier Anthony Curtis.
Thank you, sir. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Curtis, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand being waived from a reading.
Thank you. Evidential plea of not guilty. Court dates are February 6, 2024, probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, February 13, 2024. Both matters at the River Rouge District Courthouse. Do you understand that? And both are at 9 o'clock. You understand the court dates, Mr. Curtis?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bond condition, you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Sergeant, can you tell me anything in reference to Mr. Curtis? Does he have any pending cases, case history?
Your Honor, it doesn't appear to be any type of violent criminal history. Does have several warrants. They appear to be all traffic related, outside of disorderly.
So outside of disorderly traffic, he doesn't have anything else, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
With that being said, I believe Counsel Kirkland's going to be asking for a personal bond in this particular matter. That's going to be $5,000 personal bond. Is that correct, Counsel Kirkland?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That concludes the arraignment on Mr. Curtis. Bond is $5,000 personal bond. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And that concludes our day as well on We Got a Case.
That was that. No more chirping.
My God, that was ridiculous.
I just don't know how people can live like that.
Could you imagine being, that's like torture. You sitting in a cell
God.
and here's that beep over and over and over.
And you know that's going through the whole jail because I mean you drop a pin in there and it's
it's everywhere.
Those of you that are always joining us on We Got a Case, just remember nothing tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll be back at it, God willing, on Thursday. We will have We Got a Chase all throughout the week, just so you know. Just FYI. Yeah. And premieres. Don't forget premieres.
Yeah, like one that's happening today in just about 2 hours. No need to search for it. It's right down below. There's a little link right there. It'll say today's premiere. You just click that, hit the old notification, go about your business. It'll let you know when to come back.
I walked into a hotel room, and I knew that the hotel was very busy. It was a Ramada. The guy told me that he couldn't do anything until the morning. I said, "You can't change out. You can't, or at least give me a battery and a stool to step on." I said, you can't." He expected me to stay in the room all night. I said, "Do you want me to jump up there and just disconnect it somehow?" It was wired in. There's nothing I could do about it.
Bash that bitch off the wall.
Oh my God! He finally found me another room, but I couldn't imagine say that. Anyways, well, appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. We'll be back 405 East. The Weekend Problem Express. Jonathan, thank you. Jonathan, again, thank you. Chris E, MB, and Kieran, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Great crowd today, by the way. It's always
very, very good crowd. We really appreciate you guys all being here. If you are new here, go back and watch some old videos. You'll find something, don't listen to what everybody else says. Don't follow the trend and only watch the newest things.
Right.
Guess what? I bet you missed some stuff. Go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Don't be worried about that. And if you don't think we're funny, that's okay too. You can go and watch our premieres where you'll see just
nothing
of case and none of these faces, none of these voices. You'll be just fine. My dog is losing his
I hear that the
mind.
Puppy mill, you're selling some puppies today.
Somebody's outside my house.
Uh-oh.
No wanted guests. No one's called, so no one's welcome. You guys, I'll see you for the next one on the next one of the next one. Wish me luck. Got a grandbaby coming today or tomorrow morning, one of the two. So keep me in your thoughts. Be positive. Stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. We'll see you on the next.
Damn dog still barking.
Dog is just rowdy, and bowdy.
Yeah, for real. Good luck with all that. Because
yeah, it's going to be a tense time.